Hey, what's up, everybody? True Boxing here, and thank you for coming back to get hit with the truth. So today, going to do the recap from the DAZN card that took place on Saturday, November 5th, and saw Dimitri Bivol against Gilberto Ramirez in the main event for the light heavyweight title. We'll get to that in a minute, as I want to discuss the undercard fight that took place between Shavkat Rakhimov and Zelfa Barrett as they competed for the vacant 130-pound title. And this fight, I don't think got the due that it should get, because 130 is turning over right now. You know, you got a bunch of guys, you got a couple champions at 126 moving up, trying to claim the titles that were vacated by Shakur Stevenson when he missed weight in his fight with Robson Conseichao. And now the rest of the division is in a scramble. You know, WBA champion Hector Luis Garcia is new to the picture. He just captured the WBA belt back in August, beating Roger Gutierrez. Then you got the vacant WBC title is going to be decided between Oshaki Foster and Ray Vargas, who's moving up from 126. The 130-pound title is going to be decided between Emmanuel Navarrete and Oscar Valdez in a big fight. And then you have Shavkat Rakhimov taking on, Zelfa Barrett for the vacant title. It was supposed to be Rakhimov against Joe Cordina. Cordina got injured. The IBF stripped him and ordered Rakhimov and Barrett. And this fight delivered, as Zelfa Barrett, we knew could box really well. We questioned the power, but he showed power as he hurt Rakhimov and put him down early in the fight. And, the thing is Rakhimov is just a beast that keeps coming at you, and that's exactly what happened. And he kept coming at Barrett and wore him down, but Barrett was winning the fight at the time of the stoppage and moving and boxing well, but he couldn't keep Rakhimov off. But where I think Barrett messed up was the fact that he should have sat down on his punches more. The uppercut that knocked down Rakhimov early in the fight, that might, he stopped and sat down on that uppercut, and that's what put Rakhimov down. And I think Zelfa Barrett going forward, if he sits down on his punches, I think he can be more of a knockout artist, of course, but I think he's going to have more success, because I think sticking and moving and boxing the way he did, although he was being successful at it, he couldn't keep a guy like Rakhimov off of him the whole fight. And Rakhimov finally got to him, wore him down, and stopped him in the 9th round, as Rakhimov claims his first world title, remains undefeated, and now is sitting at the top of a wide open division. He really is. It's him, Hector Luis Garcia, and whoever comes out of the two vacant title fights are really gonna, will really start a new page at 130 pounds super featherweight. So this is a big win for Rakhimov. Likely gonna fight Joe Cordina next for the title, defending in a mandatory fight. But big win right here. Zelfa Barrett, nothing to hang his head about. He performed well. He's probably still in the top 10 after the loss. And we'll discuss all that on both these guys' what's next week. Now to the main event. Dimitri Bivol versus Gilberto Ramirez for the WBA light heavyweight title. And this fight delivered. Bivol came in the favorite, and I think everybody understood why. He was coming off of the major win over Canelo. He's been a world champion for the last 5 years now. He's making the 9th defense of his title, and was raring to go as he took on Gilberto Ramirez, who's undefeated at light heavyweight, a former champion. Undefeated altogether, but undefeated, it's like 4-5-0 since moving up to light heavy. And then is also a world, an undefeated former champ. And, maybe coming in, you could make a strong argument for being the number 3 or 4 light heavyweight in the world, going against Bivol. And Bivol just systematically broke him down. Now, Ramirez had his moments. He was landing some good shots on Bivol, but Bivol continued to come. And every time Ramirez landed a shot, Bivol, it almost is like it pissed Bivol off, and he kept returning fire and landing good shots. And, you know, he just systematically broke down Gilberto Ramirez over 12 rounds and walked away with a clean 12-round unanimous decision. I'll tell you right now, Dimitri Bivol is your fighter of the year. And without question, you know, dominating, you know, just completely outboxing, scoring a convincing win over Canelo. Wasn't a dominant victory. I had it about 8-4. But to beat the pound-for-pound best fighter in boxing at the time cleanly was impressive. But to come back and beat another undefeated former champion like Gilberto Ramirez, top contender, and really win 9-10 rounds on the cards. I mean, he really had no issue in terms of winning the fight itself in points. He did take some shots, but he took them well against a very big light heavyweight in Gilberto Ramirez. And Ramirez has got nothing to hang his head about. He lost to maybe pound for pound, you know, one of the top 5 best fighters in the world right now. So big time win. And if Bivol wants, he could definitely be going after the undisputed title next against Arthur Beterbiev in the first half of next year towards the middle. So, you know, big time win for Bivol. Great year, great finish. We'll discuss his and Gilberto Ramirez's what's next next week. But Dimitri Bivol, fighter of the year, big time win. Congratulations on retaining his world title and pushing forward. And that's what I got. That's the recap from the November 5th DAZN card. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any and all support. This is True Boxing. You've been hit with the truth.